In this video, I'll be showing you how to get and import 3D animations. So the first thing that we'll want to do is go to this website Mesh to Motions. It's kind of like the website Mixamo, where it like animates your model for you, but this one works with GDevelop's models, but Mixamo does not. So I'll be using this, and we'll try it out. So we'll go to Create, and then you can upload your own model. So I'm just going to use this model of this guy. And a lot of models will be like way too big or way too small if you're just getting free models. This one's just a free one off of Sketchfab. And then we'll select a skeleton. So we'll use human. And as you can see, it's really big here, so we can scale it down to be the same size. And this one's got fingers, which is good for human, but I find like the finger ones are pretty tricky to work on because like there's so many points there. So I normally just set this to a single hand bone. Yeah, we'll edit the skeleton now. And then here you can mirror the joints. So this model is like pretty much the same on both sides. So I'll just leave this enabled. And then we'll just move the points to where we need them to be. So these feet ones are not in the correct spots. So we'll move those over. And it, like if you move this one right here, then it'll move all the ones further down. So you kind of just have to like move them all individually. It's a little bit tedious, but for free software it's pretty good. Alright, and then we'll move these ones back a little bit and click finish. So now we see we have our walking, or like our animation here. We'll just do the walk loop, and this is what happens like with the hands. So you kind of want to like just stretch this out like way further. And now his hands are fine. So these are all of our animations to pick from. You can use walk, and like if your dude's arms are like that, then you can just drag this out and move the arms out further. So I'll just add the walk animation. You just select what you want. Let's say sprint and jump. And let's grab idle as well. I think that's good. Okay, so then we click download, and we've got our 4 animations. Download this and then head back to GDevelop. So we'll add our object, 3D model, and then choose your file you just downloaded. And once you've got that, then you want to add an animation. So we'll add in our idle, which name is idle, and we'll have this on loop. And then I'll add jump, and you don't need that on loop. And then sprint, we'll want that on loop too, and walk, and that on loop. Okay, so I've gone ahead and just set up a little scene with our character so he walks around, and now we will add the animations. Alright, for our first condition, we will make it so the player can walk. So we'll do and, because we need all these to be true, and we'll add a sub condition if the player is moving, so is moving, and we'll grab the 3D one and set to our player, and then we'll grab is jumping, set to the player, and invert the condition. And then we also need whatever you want your sprint key to be. So I'm going to do shift, left shift, and we need to invert that. So if that's not being pressed, then we need to change the animation. And we'll do by name, and we'll change this to walk. And then we can also change the player's speed. So we can do speed, the forward max speed, I think it is, and we'll set this to, let's do like 300. Now we need to add the sprint, so we'll just duplicate this and uninvert this so that if it is being pressed, then we want to set the max speed to like 700 and change this to sprint. Now I'll duplicate this again for the jump one. We'll get rid of that, and invert this, or like don't invert it, just make sure it's jumping. Then we'll set this to jump, and then get rid of that. And then for our idle, we'll just duplicate the sprinting one and change it to is not moving. Then we'll set this to idle, and then get rid of this. So now if we preview this, we stand still, and he'll just be like chilling there. And then we can walk around, sprint, and jump. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, then leave me a comment below.